Oh, hi there, and welcome back to Minecraft. We're here in the Hollow Mountain 1.21 solo survival world, and this is episode 10. As you saw from the intro today, we've started working on the pillars that will connect the top and the bottom parts of the cave. Don't worry, they aren't finished yet. Just trying to work out some space at the moment. So far, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pillars in place, and we'll probably add some more later. That could work as another one, with a few tweaks, of course. And as you can see, this pillar comes down right in the middle of the path. But, you know, we can easily reroute the path around it once we're done. Looking at the pillars, though, we're definitely going to need to do something to light up the middle. And we also need to put some more shape in, as a bit boring at the moment. But seeing them from up here, I think we can work with this. Okay, so let's start with opening up this first one. I want to build an interconnecting walkway between the pillars. We'll see how it goes, but this may be temporary, or we might end up keeping it, who knows. That actually looks pretty cool already, and we've barely done anything. Just goes to show how connecting them makes a big difference. Okay, so hear me out. I think we lean into this style, but we go bigger, which means we're going to have to redo a lot of the work we've already done. This is me all over though. I don't plan things out in a test world like a lot of people do. I just place blocks, see how it looks, and then change as I go. I'm fine with that though. It's how I do things. I just need to decide which two sides will stay the same in each pillar and then expand the other two out. I'm thinking take it from 3x3 to 5x5. Right, well, that wasn't too painful. Just means we need to use more blocks, so we'll have to do another mining session soon. No big deal. Those pillars look much better bigger though, and it will mean that the next part will be able to be more detailed. I want to expand the walkway that's connected to the pillars and then make a feature out of it. Before we do though, let's take a closer look at what we've done so far. As you can see, we've added a staircase in this pillar which leads down to the lower level and gives the pillar a use besides supporting the level above. And if we come over here, you can see that we've now opened up the pillar that was blocking the path. We wouldn't have been able to do that with a 3x3 pillar, so I'm glad we expanded it as this is a really cool feature. Finally, if we come out onto the walkway, we have some really nice views to look out on, which will only get better as we do more work to the build. Let's work on the next phase. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. Don't worry, it's still not finished. Just adding in those walkways really starts to make it pop. I wanted to use a light coloured wood for the fences, and as we already have cherry blossom trees in the area, it made sense to go with that. We still have shadows over parts of the pillars, so we'll need to do more lighting over there. And of course it's still looking very flat, so need some more shape adding to it too. Let's take a closer look at the walkway. Yeah, I'm liking that up close and personal, looking good. It would be cool to put something at the end of the walkway, give us a reason to walk down there. We'll have a think about what sort of thing we can add there, and let's see if we can work on the top real quick and give it a bit more texture. That's looking much nicer. We've also used the same style from above for lighting too, so it brightens up the build a bit more. Shall we add a little bit more shape to the pillars? You know what? I think I'm starting to fall in love with this build. Every step we take makes it look better and better. Still a few more tweaks to make though, still not finished. I'm really liking the pillars now that they've got a bit more shape to them. I removed a few of the corner blocks and replaced them with balls, and it's really starting to come to life. I've tried to make it as random as possible. I wanted to make it look like it was weathered or perhaps even damaged from a battle or something, as opposed to just being designed like that. We've also added in arches under the walkway and also at the top of the pillars to give the effect of an added support for the heavy stone. I considered filling in the entire space between the walkway and the top, but thought that might be a bit too much. We could still do with lighting up the pillars a bit. Maybe even adding a few windows in the centre to break it up a bit. Let's take a look from a few different angles. I've added in another staircase in this pillar, which leads down to the lowest level. It's not much, but it makes it feel more purposeful. And to be fair, I needed a shortcut up and down from there anyway. It comes out right at the end of the path too, which is handy. I think it looks really cool from down here. I've been putting off working in this area for a while as I knew that we'd be building some sort of support down here. It's now starting to all come together. As for the archways, you can see I've gone for a tapered approach, with it being wide on the outside and smaller in the middle. I think it adds a nice bit of depth to the structure. The Hollow Mountain is definitely starting to feel like one whole build now, rather than lots of smaller separate ones. Okay, so I've just been wandering around making a few tweaks. Nothing major, but as you can see we've added a couple more cherry blossom trees to the middle section, and I'm opting for these for a few reasons. First off, I think the colour works really well alongside the grey stone. Second, I really like the particles that they give off. And finally, it's a good opportunity to hide some natural lighting inside the leaves. I've also added in some tall grass on the grass verge. It needed something, but there wasn't a lot of space available, so in those sorts of cases, nature will always blend in well with the build. Every angle that I look at this, it just keeps looking better and better. Okay, let's move on. I'm thinking of adding one more pillar coming from over here. I think that's going to be the last pillar, for now. As we expand deeper inside the mountain, we can always add more, and as we now have the style planned out, it'll be much easier to add them in. As for tweaks, I think we might be just about there. There are still a few shadows in the pillars, but I'm hoping if we add some lighting on the ground, we might fix that. Let's take a quick look inside the last pillar. There's a lot of space out there that we're not using yet. Soon. Okay, so if we go to the very top of this pillar, you will see we have added a small enchantment room. It's fairly simple, as there wasn't a lot of room to work with, but we managed to fit in enough bookshelves for level 30 enchantments, so that's cool. Truth is, we don't really need much of an enchantment room, as we use villagers and anvils to do all our enchanting, but you can't have a Minecraft world without at least one enchantment room, can you? I've also left a small amount of lapis in a chest here too. Probably won't use it, but it's an essential item for enchanting, so needs to be on site. Finally, we've added in a little window here to let in some natural light. Nice view from up here too. And I've just noticed that we ruined some of the crops with the water while building that tower. Let's fix that now. This looks so cool. The combination of wheat fields and cherry blossom trees look great together, and then pairing them together with a grey stone, wonderful. And of course this also works to brighten up the build too, as we did the same thing where we hide the jack-o'-lanterns inside the cherry blossom leaves, and we've also placed lanterns on top of the water blocks for the wheat. I've also gone back and added in some more walls in the dark spots of the pillars. When placed between 4 other blocks, it will completely fill the gap but still let light through, so it works really well. It also adds some more shape to the pillar too with the indents. I've decided to stop the path here for now. We're going to be doing more builds down here at a later date, so we'll work that part out before carrying on with the rest of the path. All in all, I'm happy with this project. It took a bit longer than planned. Originally I was intended to fit this into the last video with the other odd jobs, but I'm glad I allowed more time for this project, and I hope you agree. Anyway, I think we just about ran out of time for this one. So if you're still watching at this point, thank you for all your support, I really do appreciate it. And I'll leave you with some final cinematics of the build so far. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.